Hey guys, let's talk about spiritual awakening. I'd like to talk about what I went through as my spiritual awakening and the stuff that I just couldn't believe. I really had a hard time with, let's say, like there was voices. They're telling me to do stuff. And they're not bad. They're good, right? They're trying to improve my life. So, I'm going to start off with I'm 46 now. And I believe this all happened when I was around 27. At 25, I bought my first house. At 27, I got laid off from my job. I had my car repossessed. All my friends went away. They literally, like the one guy, really good friends with him, had no idea that he was schizophrenic. He was actually taking meds. He didn't like the meds. He went off the meds because they made him fat. I go to his house one day, and his parents are like, well, he's with you. You and your friend. I was like, no, he's not with me. I found out he went to Ottawa. He doesn't even go under the same name anymore. He spit on a cop, got himself arrested, and now he's in a psych ward. He speaks a completely different language. Crazy. And then my one buddy, he went to college down in Ottawa. I'm from Ontario. And just other people just left my life. And I was left with basically nothing except for myself. I had to figure it out. That was a tough time, like always being around friends and all of a sudden there's nobody. And then in my early 30s, I knew that I could heal people. Now, to know such a great thing about yourself, but not knowing what to do with such power, I only learned how to use these powers when I started working with a shaman. And I was actually I was on a table for acupuncture. And I thought to myself, man, I wonder if I can do this. And what I did was I thought of one of the ladies that I was in a group with for spiritual awakening. And I just thought of her face. I thought of her name. And I asked Source, I'm like, hey, can you show me the pain in my body where they're having problems? And right away, I felt little pokes, twitches on my arm. And I was like, holy crap. Once I was all done there, I texted her right away and I said, hey, are you having problems with your entire right side of your body? And she's like, yeah, how did you know that? And I'm like, I just asked. So I asked her, I said, do you mind if I take that pain away for you? And she's like, that'd be great. So I went in, I just imagined and looked into her body and I could see all the red like throughout like her shoulders and her arms. And then I did that and I asked her how she felt and she's like, I still have something up with my shoulder blade. I was like, okay, let me go take a peek. So I looked into the shoulder blade. I didn't see anything. What I found was there was something going on with her thigh. So I fixed her thigh, which fixed her shoulder. So it's possible that yes, all this stuff exists, but I just kept looking for signs. I don't really know. Like there was so much proof that this is happening, but I didn't know what to do with the information. Yeah, so I can heal people. I can balance chakras. I don't know, I did see into the past once. I think I was there to help him. Like, I knew for a fact I was there to help him. And I did. He has his own podcast now. Basically, he went to Afghanistan. He was a medic. And we were at a spiritual awakening gathering. And what happened was he was laying on a table, like a massage table. And all we were supposed to do, there was 5 of us. He was on the table and then 4 of us standing around. And all we were supposed to do is just send energy with our hands, pushing the white light towards his body to help him heal. And I did that. And as soon as I closed my eyes, I went to Afghanistan. I saw the little houses. I saw the flat roofs, the square windows, sand. I heard gunshots. I heard people yelling. I saw 3 guys up ahead, soldiers, and 1 guy falling behind. And then all of a sudden, I felt someone get shot in the shoulder. I didn't know what to do with this information. But I knew at this spiritual gathering, I was there to help somebody, and I was there to help him. So I had told a lady that I had met at a last spiritual group about what happened, and she urged me to tell him, so that's what I did. And basically what he said to me was, he's like, "You can't fake that." I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, "I never told anybody I got shot in the shoulder." But he had to think about, like, I didn't know what I was supposed to do with this information other than to tell him. But now he has a podcast. Like I said before, he has a podcast for soldiers that have gone to Afghanistan that have PTSD, that are struggling, and that's his calling. My calling is also to help people in the spiritual awakening part of things, for numerous things. Like I to heal. Like I tried to heal men before, with pain, like muscle pain. It doesn't work very well, and I'm not telling myself that I can't do it, because I tell myself all the time that I can do it. It's just it's not effective. Whereas women, I have no problems healing women. I can go in, I see what's wrong, I take care of it. I ask them again how they feel. If there's more pain, I go in, I look, I find it, I remove it, and we move on. And that's what I really enjoy doing. And I did eventually actually get my Reiki master, which was cool. I got a lot of cool experiences there as well. But I don't get visions so much anymore, but I have, as everybody's calling them, downloads. I have downloads frequently. Not enough to go into tarot or anything like that, but I had one recently that's been this entire month, is to just start something else. Stop doing what you're doing. Don't do the grind anymore. Just do what you need to do. Be yourself and don't be afraid. That's what it's been this entire month. And that's why I'm going to start this right now. So yeah, so what I got to download to start wearing denim again. For the longest time, I wasn't wearing jeans. And the reason why I wasn't wearing jeans was because in my early 30s, I developed what is called chronic prostatitis non-bacterial. And what that means is my prostate is enlarged and it causes urge incontinence. And I don't make it to the washroom. So I went to the urologist, obviously. I went to my doctor. He confirmed that it was enlarged. Then I went to the urologist, and I went on meds for basically every 6 months for 3 years. I went through all 6 different types of medication to try to cure this problem, and it just never went away. So I think I'm supposed to talk about that too, bring awareness to other guys that have prostate issues, and not try to hide from like incontinence wear. So I'm coming out with that as well. And most spiritual people, like, they're non-judgmental. Like, they just, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And I'm seeing that now. So I wanna bring awareness to the incontinence, and I wanna bring awareness about the spirituality and all the cool things that had happened to me. Like 2019 was like the actual awakening, and I think my early 30s was me learning who I was, basically. I was learning about the healing, I was learning about the incontinence, and what I had to do as a person to overcome these fears. And I really do believe, as much as it's harsh to say, some people that do unfortunately end up in wheelchairs and become huge influencers, I think it was meant to happen. I really do. So I'm coming out with this. And leave a comment. Let me know what you've gone through in your spiritual awakening. And let's just break this thing open, man, because it's only up from here. We've come too far now. Just keep going. You got this. Everybody's got this. Just keep going. Spread the word. Stay positive. Until next time, we'll chat later. Have a good night.